If you want to see me swatch the Magic Mini by Juvia's Place, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we are going to swatch the Magic Mini by Juvia's Place. It is a palette that I cannot believe I have not touched yet. But there's a specific reason I want to swatch it right now, regardless of whether I'm going to use it right away or not. And that is that I want to remove the shadows from the orange background. I don't like the orange background. For some reason, it bugs me. And it's too bad because I really like the artwork in the Juvia's Place palettes. I would love to keep looking at it, but the reality is that I don't care for the packaging, so I would rather have this palette depotted than left in its original packaging. But I figured before I would depot it that I would do a swatches video for you, because you can still see the palette intact as I do that, as opposed to swatching after it's depotted. Hopefully that makes sense. There are 16 shadows, 4x4. And so I think that I can fit them all on one forearm. We will see if I am right about that. I will try to manage forearm space as much as I possibly can. And since I have 4 fingers, 4 rows, it should be 4 sets of swatches. So let's get right into it. So the first set is going to be Nubia, Zakia, Osun, I think, and Kessie. I don't know if these are names or words. They're all capitalized, but I did not do any research before doing this, so I can't tell you. But we are going to swatch them all right now, and I've just started. And I'll show you the fingers throughout the process, which is something I usually do. Woo. There are some nice colors in this first set of swatches here. And the as I've come to expect, the mattes are very, very fine and very buttery as I put my fingers in them. So here are, where am I going to put the palette so I can read the names? Let's try this. Okay, so we have Nubia, Zakia, nice, very nice. Next up we have Osun. That feels so good. And last one, Kessie. And this one, it's so close to my skin color, it's really hard to see that one. Look at that gold. Holy cow. It is beautiful. And here are the fingers. Look at the color payoff, right? Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Let's do a second swatch of each one of those. I should say a second pass. That's really what I'm doing. There is a little bit of kick up on the mattes, but that is not unusual for Juvia's Place. And just mentioning it, I don't care either way. So here are the fingers, and let's do a second pass. I have to say that the metallic / shimmers did not need any help whatsoever with the second pass. Tapping it down a little bit. There we go. I would say that is a very good start. And here are the fingers again. Very nice. Now the pinky, it's a good swatch. It's just with the pinky that is so close to my own skin color, I'm afraid you're not going to see a whole lot, so my apologies for that. I'm going to wipe those fingers off, and we're going to get into the second row. And as I wipe off, I can tell you there's a lot of pigmentation in that orange because it's not coming off. Okay, there we go. I think I've got it. Okay, we are now going on to the second row. That's going to be the first one to the fourth one. And we have Zuba. Looks like a duochrome. Next one is a matte called Nana. Boronu, or Boronu, not sure how to say it. I would suspect Boronu. And don't know if it's Kogi or Koji. Not sure. It's a GI. Okay, I think I'm going to like all of these colors, to be honest. Okay, so we have Zuba. Oh, nice. Nana. Boronu. Ho, 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 ho. So smooth. Beautiful. And then Koji. All right, we will do a second pass of those. I'm just going to look at that for a sec. Pat down the ones that are lifting a little bit, which is not unusual. Okay, so you can get a better view of the colors here. And of course, as always, the fingers. They do not disappoint. These are very, very nice shadows. Very reflective. Okay, second go at these. Okay, Zuba. Nana. Boronu. And Koji. Okay, so we've got the first two rows. Do I have enough arm? I might just have enough arm. We'll see. But yeah, very, very nice. I'm going to pat them down again. That's typical of shimmer or metallics. I have to tap them down. And on the fingers. So beautiful. Okay, we're done with half the palette. I'm going to again wipe my fingers off, and we're going to go into row number 3. As I'm wiping my fingers off, if you have been suffering my lipstick for the last video or two, it is called Girl Gang. It is an always on from Smashbox, and it dried up on me. I tried reviving it, and I am trying to get just a few more dates with this lipstick before I have to toss it, and so it looks a little rough, but I love the color. I'm probably going to replace it because to me the idea of not having it in my collection just kills me. But don't you find the color great? It's super patchy now because it's beyond its time. I know that, but I just refuse to let it go. What can I say? Okay, clean fingers, and we're going into row number 3, which is a very blue, cool row. Actually, most of these are quite cool. It's very nice. I like how they've divided it up, right? It's almost like 2 palettes in one, right? So now we've got, oh yes, I've been looking forward to this one. It's a duochrome. It looks so good. Faso. Or Faso, don't know how to say it. Aja. Vi. That one feels really neat. And Yemoha or Yemoja. I think it's going to be Yemoha. Maybe Yemoja. I'm not sure. Don't know which language it's about, so I can't say for sure. Faso. Oh, it does not disappoint. Wow. Aja. That is also beautiful. Wow. Look at that green. Next one is Vi. Another gorgeous color. Look at that. And last one I gotta check because it's a tough name. Yamoja or Yamoha, one of the two. What an unexpected row. Oh, I got a little color contamination here. What an unexpected row. Look at these. That is why I love Juvia's Place. They surprise me every single time. All right, we're gonna dip into that row one more time. The only one so far, Aja, is a little bit gritty, but the rest feel really good. Not that you're gonna put your fingers in shadows all the time. Some of us do, I do, but we're not all the same. Okay, trying to find a way to be able to see the names here without craning my neck and being out of frame. All right, so we have Faso, Aja. Oh, that builds so nicely. Vai. And the last one, Yamoja. A lot better on the second pass again, isn't it? I so want to put these guys on my eyes. Holy cow. Actually, all of them are beautiful. Let's be real. And here are the fingers. Look at that duochrome, right? Oh. The metallics on the end. My goodness. There is so much that I can see myself doing with. My creativity is at an all-time high here. Whew. So exciting. And I gotta tell you, the orange background was bugging me. It is bugging me. It's I don't know, it just does something to the shadows. I much prefer a white or a brown black backing. Of course, that could be just me. A lot of folks like the colorful palettes, and I get it. It's just not for me. So I have my fingers wiped off here, and I'm going to just dry them, and we're going to go for the last, like the fourth and final row. Okay, clean fingers, and we are going to go into this final row with two very deep blues. If they're anything like, they look like mattes though, maybe not. If they're anything like Aja or Aya, oh, beautiful. So we've got, I think it's Ife. Now that is a gritty blue. Ife, oh, it's a purple. Oh, okay. Yara. Buzo or Buzo. That is a bright green, bright green. And then Yajide or Yajide, I'm not sure. Another gritty color, gritty feeling color. All right, so let's get to swatching. This one, the blue is pale, so I've got to be careful about placement. So this one is Ife, I-F-E, Ife. Get out of town! Look at that color. It is very purple. I'm hoping in the viewfinder it looks blue, but it's very purple. And is it duochrome? No, but it's very purple. Next one up is Yara. That is very pretty. The next one, Buzo, is so green. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is something else. And then finally, we've got, what's it called? That's the toughest one. Yajide? Yajid? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look these up. Yajid. It's a matte, patchy. Oh no, it kind of smooths out as you go. And that's fine. The mattes sometimes swatch poorly, but it does not mean anything because mattes behave differently from shimmers and metallics. And here are the fingers on the first pass. That purple has me mesmerized. I cannot wait to put that on my eyes, I tell you. Okay, we're gonna go for a second set of swatches, or second pass. I keep saying second set of swatches, you know what I mean. And I'll try to, again, minimally butcher the names or words. Not sure if they are people's names or whatnot. I should probably have looked that up. Unfortunately, I did not. Ife. Oh, I love that color. Yara. Buzo or Buzo, I'm not sure. And Yajid or Yajide, not sure again. Just gonna stop saying I'm not sure, I'm done. This is not English or French, so I don't know how to say these things. And I like the fact that a palette has different names from different cultures. I think that's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There is so much potential in all of these 16 shadows. My creative mind is just spinning. It is just spinning. So I'm going to wipe my fingers and then we are going to talk about these 16 colors one last time. Now, somebody might be asking, why the heck are you depotting these Juvia's Place? I don't depot all of them, well, at least so far that hasn't been my preference, but I'm depotting any that are the standard size round pans because I want to be able to use them in things like quad of the month or for duping purposes, although I don't see anything right now that is going to be used as much of a dupe of anything else except for maybe a couple of the duochromes. Very unique colors in here, and I can't wait to compare actually the mattes in this palette to the vivids from Colored Raine. There's some competition there for sure. But let's just take a look again at all of the colors. Let's just start, so I can be close to the cameras. Let's just start here. I am looking at these, and this gold is definitely competing with a number of other very bright yellow golds in my collection. I'm very curious, for example, to compare to what is available from Colored Raine. It's a very, very bright yellow. This orange matte is sensational. It's very bright, yet it has a reddish undertone, which is very interesting. These two they're very nice, but this duochrome, which is peach and hot pink, is not that unusual. And this one is, though. I don't have very much in my collection that's like this. It has like an icy pink and, what is it? Icy pink and kind of a salmon color. I don't know if it's really coming through on camera. I hope it is. This one is more like a terracotta orange, and not that different from other things I've seen. This is another very nice shimmer, not so different from what I've seen. This one is a matte I don't think I have so much in my collection. I would call it almost like a neon salmon. I really, really never get tired of seeing a lilac electric blue kind of a duochrome, so I really like that one. This one, I think it was called Aja. Yes, Aja. Holy cow, that is a gorgeous color, and I can definitely see this. It's a very deep emerald green with some aqua in it, and I can see that as a beautiful outer lid and crease color, and definitely liner, that's no question. This one is definitely more of a traditional silver metallic, but there's complexity to it. It's like there's two tones in it depending on how it shifts. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to be on the eye. This kind of a baby blue is not, I don't think it's that different, but I mean, it's a solid baby blue shimmer. This purple, I want all over my eye right now. Thank you very much. It's gorgeous. This kind of an aqua, it's like a turquoisey green. I think it's beautiful. And it does look kind of like a duochrome in that depending on the shift, it looks like it's got some gold in it. Or at least shimmery yellow. It definitely has some depth to it. This green, it looks like almost like a Kelly green, very, very vivid. I'm not big on greens like that on my eye, but I could definitely see how some folks would like it very much. I could see myself using it as a liner. And then this deep blue, these two I want to compare to the Vivids palette from Colored Raine for sure, along with a couple of the other ones earlier. The mattes are very pigmented and they look fantastic. And I don't think that there's anything that is duplicated in the Vivids, so I think that they will be virtually, if not all of them, complementary to the Colored Raine Vivids, so I'm pretty excited about that. This is a very solid palette, and when I consider that I think that this palette is about 20 bucks, this is a very, very good palette, but I think that the colors are very different when you have a different background. Of course, when they're swatched, they're different. But yeah, I had trouble with the orange background, but especially for the first two rows. That's where I was having the most trouble because I had the contrast from one color to another felt a little bit lost because of the choice of background. And I understand it's a kind of a trademark of Juvia's Place to always have a colored background with a palette. I wonder sometimes whether it's distracting enough to or off-putting enough to prevent people from buying the palette. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm a weirdo. Let me know what you think if you find that colored backgrounds are confusing or distracting to you. I'm okay with white. I'm okay with gray. I'm okay with black. Very few other things, to be honest. So there you go. I'm overly picky. I'm problematic. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if you are wondering why I stopped doing the wipe test, I like the idea. I like what Jen Loves Reviews does. I don't suggest that what she's doing isn't useful. I'm kind of on the fence as far as whether it means anything to me because I just don't really wipe my eye when I have eyeshadow on. So I just decided to stop doing it and just decided to appreciate the swatches and just leave it at that. Speaking of, I hope you enjoyed the swatches today of the Magic Mini by Juvia's Place. And I'll just let you know that Juvia's Place did have a sale recently, and I may have picked up a thing or two because these shadows are phenomenal. The price is good to begin with at regular price, and when they have a sale, I have to have a tissue with me because I am drooling over the shadows that they are presenting every single time. Their stuff is just so nice. The only thing that I wish is that they did not have those gosh darn huge pans. If they didn't have those gosh darn huge pans, I would probably depot a whole lot more of them to mix and match and use in all sorts of different looks with different other eyeshadows. But I'm not one to bring out 3 or 4 palettes. So that is one thing that I would love, is if every one of their palettes came in those regular size pans, kind of like ColourPop and other, well, Colored Raine would be one. I just prefer the standard size pan, especially from indie brands. It's just a big preference of mine. Anyway, I'm done rambling. I loved the swatches. I am even more sold on the fact that I have the Magic Mini, and I do look forward to, first off, showing you a depotting video, but next is using it and showing you the kinds of eye looks that I can make. If you have a suggestion for a combination with the colors that you see here, I am all ears. I'd be very, very curious to know what it is that you think would be a good combination. Okay, I'm going to zip it now, and thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate it every single time, and I do look forward to seeing you in the next one. But for now, take care.